It's safe to say that the conference season's not gone very well for Rishi Sunak, with Labour having a conference boost in the polls and nothing's happened for the Conservatives. Therefore, Labour still retain a 21-point lead. Well, it's not surprising really. I mean, who goes to Manchester to tell Manchester they're getting their part of the HS2 line cancelled, and then still expect them to be happy about it? They had hardly anybody turning up for their speeches, Secretary of State's peddling conspiracy theories.
Local councils can decide how often you go to the shops, and that they ration who uses the roads and when, and they police it all with CCTV.
And God only knows what the chuff this is.
Stand up and fight, because when you stand up and fight, the person beside you stands up and fights. And when our party stands up and fights, the nation stands up and fights. And when our nation stands up and fights, other nations stand up and fight. And they stand up and fight for the things upon which the entire progress of humanity depends.
The problem, I think, that Sunak has is he's spent far too much time in America, and he thinks he's a president, not a prime minister. And therefore we've seen him being escorted by motorcades and abandoning manifesto promises. He's just doing what he likes because he thinks it's better for the long term. Problem is he has no mandate for that, and we're not in America. He can't just make up new policies on a whim without the public rightfully getting upset about it. Sunak has now recorded his lowest approval rating since he took office, and that should be very worrying for him. The very next day from his party conference, they decided to scrap all the things they said they were going to spend the money on, and instead they were just ideas. How can anybody trust what they're going to deliver on anything in the manifesto? It might change within 2 weeks of them winning the general election. Oh yeah, we read all this stuff when we put in the manifesto. Well, it was just ideas, wasn't it? What I see happening from here is that he's going to ride this out for as long as he possibly can. I don't think he will be fighting the next general elections for two reasons. First, at the end of this month, the Conservatives can start submitting their letters of no confidence and force him out, especially with that approval rating. That's highly likely that they'll try it, even this close to the election. Or second, he doesn't know how to lose.
How do you feel when you lose?
Sorry.
How do you feel when you lose?
How do you mean, Beth?
Well, you're a winner in life. How do you feel when you don't win?
Well, look, my focus in this job is to deliver for the country. I've set out 5 very clear priorities.
He's never lost. He's always fallen upward. The only reason why he got the Chancellor's job is because Sajid Javid refused to play ball with Dominic Cummings. He lost his leadership bid to Liz Truss, who in turn lost it to a lettuce, and he wasn't actually voted in to be Prime Minister. He was just appointed because he was the safe pair of hands. And look where that's got. He's a middle manager at best who's managed to fall upwards in his entire life. And so no, I don't think he will want to go into that election knowing full well that he's going to lose. And he keeps getting cross at people saying they're going to lose, but it's true. They have completely destroyed any credibility that they had. And you can see that in the polls. So now I think he will ride this out as long as he can and make as much money for him and his family, and then he'll quit just before an election's due to be called. But if you don't believe me and you think the Conservatives will still deliver on what they promise, then maybe you need to have a look at this video that's on the screen now. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.